أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق والأنام وسيد المرسلين. نحمده سبحانه وتعالى ونتوب إليه ونستغفره. من يهده الله فهو المهتد، ومن يضلل فلن تجد له سبيلا ولا معينا في هذه الدنيا. I was supposed to be today prepared. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared enough, because Imam told me 2 weeks ago, last week, I was out of town, so I thought maybe someone else. But anyhow, I would like to talk with you in two subjects today. And those two subjects are very important to every Muslim. And even though most of us, they don't give it enough attention or enough thought. Number one, how humans are in badly need for each other. No one can do it by himself. And very small example, that God created two hands for us, not one hand. And if we look a little bit behind us in the history, let's go to Sayyidina Musa, the Prophet Musa, عليه وعلى نبينا الصلاة والسلام. حينما أمر بالدعوة، دعا الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يهيئ له أخيه، أن يكون معينا له. When he received the da'wah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first thing he said, وَاجْعَلْ لِي وَزِيرًا مِنْ أَهْلِي هَارُونَ أَخِي. Please provide me with my brother to be my assistant. Why? كَيْ نُسَبِّحَكَ كَثِيرًا وَنَذْكُرَكَ كَثِيرًا إِنَّكَ كُنْتَ بِنَا بَصِيرًا. Number one, to help him in worship. Even in worship. And this is Quran. كَيْ نُسَبِّحَكَ كَثِيرًا. So we can pray for you as much as we can. وَنَذْكُرَكَ كَثِيرًا. And so we can remind each other that there is always God there to help, to assist. Number two, if we look to Prophet Ibrahim, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi wa alayhi salatu wasalam, when he ordered to build the Kaaba, the holy place in Mecca, he asked his son whether he is Ismail or Ishaq, Isaac. He needed help. He cannot do it by himself. And who is that guy? He is Prophet Ibrahim. We'll go a little bit further and we'll see Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. He got supported by his non-believer uncle. Even though his uncle wasn't believer, among those believe in Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, but he assisted him in his call. He died, but as a human, And Prophet Muhammad, he admitted himself, وَمَا كُنْتُ إِلَّا بَشَرًا رَسُولًا. I'm just a human. Because when I first came to this country, they asked me, what's your religion? I said, I'm a Muslim. They told me, do you worship Muhammad? I said, no. Muhammad is a human like me. He's a prophet, like Jesus, Isa, like Abraham, like Moses, like all of those prophets. Go back to Prophet Muhammad when his uncle passed away. His wife, Khadija radiallahu anha, assisted him a lot, a lot. And he kept remember Khadija until the last day of his life. And he kept remember her by being very nice to all of her friends. Even when a lady came one time and Prophet was with his friend, they saw Prophet Muhammad, he stand up, he take off his abaya and he put it in the floor and asked the lady to sit down. And he was very kind to her. And when they asked him, who's that lady to give her that all attention? He said, she was a friend of Khadija. We all need help. We are looking for help. We cannot do it ourselves. When we talk about help, I need to mention something very important. And I face it all over I've been in a lot of places in America. And I used to be one of the leaders in Charleston, Shura Masjid, one of the big mosque we built it ourselves over there. And the first Shura came was very good. Everyone was very kind to the other. Indian, Egyptian, Palestinian, anyone, any nationality. Once we have the first year passed, problem starts. I went to Atlanta, same problem. Among all Muslims, he is from Egypt. I'll take my country as an example. And he is from Palestine. He is Indian. He's Pakistani. And the most terrible thing I hear it, he is the black Muslim. Why do you agree to say yourself a black? We don't do that in the Middle East. We never mention the color for anyone in his religion, except here in America. And it seemed like the black American or the Afro-American, as they call them, they like to say that to show that they need embassies, they need help, they need. Guys, in Islam, we don't recognize anything except one thing, which is the taqwa, the fearness of Allah, the belief of Allah. We don't mention anything like that. Go back to my discussion today. Why we need each other? We need each other to help each other, to encourage each other. The people has to help. The people has to help themselves, number one. And when you help yourself, you help your fellow Muslim. Number one, even if he's from another religion, Christianity, Judaism, whatever, we are ordered to support those people. Number one, because they are human. Number two, it's a kind of call to Islam. When you show someone how kind they are, he knows more about your religion. And in the Middle East and the Far East, most of Islamic people, the most number in Islam actually from the Far East. And those people enter Islam, became a Muslim, not because they have a fight with Muslim people, as it happened in other parts, but because they saw the moral of the merchandiser people came to their country to make some business with them, how honest they are, how helpful they are, how nice they are, how clean they are, and when they asked him, what all of that? They said, because our religion ordered us. I don't need to ordered us to be in such way. Right now, in whole the world, there is war, killing. Everything you might imagine in your mind is not good for human. is there. And among us here, we shouldn't deal with us because of our color, our nationality, which is, to be honest, this annoying me a lot when I was one of the leaders of the Islamic Charleston Islamic Center. Because everyone came to Islam and he's trying to improve himself through his nationality. And that's why, even here, I was here a few years ago, I was used to teach Arabic language in Hunter Base, and I came to this mosque one time, a long time ago. And I've seen the same situation. Sorry to say that, guys. I've seen it in Atlanta. I've seen it everywhere. Guys, nationality is nothing. Your nationality is Islam. Your color is Islam. Your moral should be Islam. And we shouldn't talk about something like that at all. When Afro-American became a Muslim, maybe you guys don't know that. You got two rewards, not only one. I have only one reward today. Imam, when he stay in this place to give a khutbah, he has two rewards. Maybe you don't know that. But this is the truth, because this is what Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us. Number one, because you're Muslim. You get all the rewards because you are a Muslim and you're praying and you follow God's instruction. Number two, because you are trying. You are doing your best to be a Muslim. And you convert from whatever religion you are, and mostly from Christianity, to be a Muslim. And this is by itself, it's a great, great reward for you. For me, I came to this life and my father is a Muslim, my mother is a Muslim, my uncle is a Muslim, my brother is a Muslim. I became a Muslim. You have to think a lot for our fellow American. And you have to think of Allah. And that's remind me with a great, great story. All of us know about it. When Prophet Abraham believed in Allah, and he looked to the moon, and he said, oh, this is great light. It's big. This is my God. Let me worship him. Then the moon gone away. He sees the sun. And he said, oh, this is Akbar. This is much large and more lighting. I follow this one. And then she gone away like the moon. And then he started thinking, there must be someone behind all of that stars in the sky, the sun, the moon, the people, the mountain, everything. He reached Allah through himself. And you guys in America, anyone in America, convert from any kind of religion he is to be a Muslim, he is doing exactly like what Sayyidina Ibrahim, what Prophet Ibrahim did. So it's a great reward for you. When you read Quran, and this is very important, you are not going to read it as those people from the Middle East, as Arabian people. Because Arabian people, this is a language which is subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is Almighty, reveal the Quran with their language. So they know their language. And those people, they are a poetry people. When you try to read it and you make mistake, of course you're going to make mistake. I made 1,000 mistakes until now, if you follow me, in my English. It's not my language. I'm trying. And I'm sure I have reward from God for that. And you guys, when you think about yourself and make something, is not wrong. It's trying. You're doing your best. We have some letter, not in English, and I found that it's too difficult for you guys to say. Like my name is Isa, and Isa is the name of the Prophet Jesus in Arabic. The first letter is not in English vocabulary, so you cannot read it. So when someone asks me what's your name, I'm gonna say Isa, by E, not by Ain, which is Ha is not in the English language. The people convert it to be like H. When you say his name is Haris, you say Haris. It's, of course, that's normal. And it shouldn't be a subject. It shouldn't be a subject to differentiate all of us. And to see Mr. Isa said this wrong, man, this terrible guy, what's he doing? He's trying, brother. He's trying, sister. He has a great reward from God. Because our moral in Islam, when they ask Aisha radiallahu anha, زوجة سيدنا محمد, the Prophet Muhammad's wife, how was the Prophet moral? They ask her exactly, كيف كان خلق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم? How was the moral of the Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم? She said, كان خلقه القرآن. She said, he was a Quran. He followed everything in Quran. If someone made mistake, even I remember the big story when Arabi, those people live in desert, he came to the mosque and he need to use the bathroom. There is no place, there was no bathroom at the time. So he chose a place in the mosque and he made his need. And Prophet Sahaba, Prophet friends, was going to hit the guy. What are you doing? Great, is it? And everyone said whatever he said. And said, Prophet Muhammad, what did he do? He said, calm down, guys. He doesn't know. Bring some water and pour it on this area. And he started explain Islam to that guy. Explain that tahur, how to be clean. And I don't know if this tahur is not wudu, like supplication is not. Wudu is more than tahur. Tahur is more than wudu. Tahur, number one, how to clear yourself from inside. To be nice to each other. Don't backbite anyone. Be strong. As Prophet Muhammad, alayhi salatu wasalam, may Allah to be pleased with him. He said, ليس الشديد بالسرعة إنما الشديد من يملك نفسه عند الغضب. It's not that strong muscles man is a strong guy, but the guy who controls himself when he get angry, he is the strong guy. And all of us forgot that we have one enemy. Everyone need to remember that. One enemy. He is the real enemy for us. And he is the one should be fought. We should fight that guy. And most of our Quranic verses talk about that. It is the devil. Whenever you have a good relation or start building a good relation with one of your friends or one of your fellow Muslim or even one of those people from other religion, the devil will come trying to destroy this relation. He will come to you and he will come to the other guy or the other lady, whatever. And he will push by all of what he got in of power to destroy that relation. He's doing that between me and you and your friend, you and your family, you and your country. And among countries, he do that again. Very, very strong person. And we all know devil. This is the guy we should be careful. When we talk about someone, number one, you talk about Muslim fellow. Number two, you're talking about someone who is trying very hard to follow what's in Quran, whether he read it or he preached us with it. Number two, you don't like someone to do that for you. Then normally, and actually, you shouldn't do it for anyone. We need to spread love among us, which became something very rare these days, especially here in America. People like to be against each other. I Uber because I can work standing up too much. And I've seen a lot and hear more, even a lot. And when I ask myself, why American people like to hurt each other? You have to have a gun. You have to be careful from your neighbor. You have don't trust your friend. You've got to be careful from everyone you meet in your life. This is call from devil, guys. He is destroying the relation between all of us, among all of us. Because that's his mission. When God talked to him, he told God, I'm gonna be after them in every place, in every thought, in every breath. لأقعدن منهم صراطك المستقيم. I will be after them in every way. إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين. Except those مخلص people, those good people, those people, they thought about the religion, their prophet, their God. And we need to follow that, guys. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فادعوا الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين. I just summarize because I'll go to another or the second part, which is I would like to talk about it actually. We need to love each other, guys. We need to teach ourselves, our son, our daughter, our wife, everyone in our family, how to love, be compassionate. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in many hadiths said, and in a few hadiths, he started his hadiths by swearing by Allah. والله لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. I swear by Allah that none of you will be a good Muslim and a good believer except he like for his other people what he like for himself. And we need to follow that. And we have something in our Arabic called الدعاء بظهر الغيب. What's الدعاء بظهر الغيب? When you make dua for someone you don't know or even you know. Prophet Muhammad said, this is very important, guys. الدعاء بظهر الغيب. If I can translate it in Arabic, it's gonna be different. But this is the meaning of this dua. When you make dua to someone, you don't know him. You've seen someone begging in the street. And there are too many people of them, actually, in America. In America, the most rich country in the world. You make dua for him. You don't know him. You got great reward from God. You know that my friend is in a bad need. And you came to me, do you know that guy? I said, yes. Do you know anything about him? Yes. He in hardship time and we need to help him. You help him. And you don't know him. He's your brother in Islam. Moreover, maybe he's not a Muslim. Help him. You call for Allah. You make da'wah by this way. And in the same time, God said, Prophet Muhammad said, God, right away, at the very moment you make dua, He will make reward for you and for him, or for her, for you and for her. That's Islam. And that's what we need to follow. Islam is not just to come into the mosque on Friday and pray and you go out of here. Islam is more over than that. Islam is a life. Islam is a life, guys. Has everything in this life. Social, friendship, family life. Islam is everything. Between you and yourself, between you and your family, between you and your national or your nation. Islam is about everything. And in Arabic we call it Islam is hayah. Islam is the life itself. And life has everything you need to follow to be a good Muslim. I'll move quickly to the second part, which is, I will start it by ayah and verse in chapter Ankabut. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Does the people thought it's enough for them to say we are good believer and we are not testing them to see who already has good belief in his heart, and someone just say, oh, I'm a believer. To be a good Muslim, you have to receive everything in this life come to you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the Lord, and you accept it in a good faith, in a good conscience. You don't say, oh, it's terrible. It's too hot today. It's terrible weather. You know, when you say that, you make sin between you and God. But if you say, Alhamdulillah, thank God, we don't do this weather. It's from Allah, so Alhamdulillah. It's a reward for you. It's a business between you and God. You take reward for it, for nothing. You know, what did you do? You say Alhamdulillah only. But for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, He reward you for this. Why I'm saying that? Because everyone these days is complaining. Whether about the price of goods in the markets, the life between him and his family, and in America, exactly in America, most of the family relation is not in a good situation. And I've seen a lot of that, seen it even within my family. Why? Because you believe or you teach yourself and you teach your generation after generation that it's a kind of freedom. Freedom is not just something without any border or boundary. Freedom has a boundary, guys. Freedom is to know that you have responsibility toward others. It's not only your freedom to do everything. And they even transfer it to the other countries that, oh, look, in America, they have freedom. What you have in America is not freedom. It's a way to destroy yourself, your family, your moral. It's a way to get rid of all the human. It's a way for the devil to let him laugh every day. Laugh at you guys. Laugh at us. See the human. See the whole world around us. Killing everywhere. Destroying everywhere. Once in America. Once in Russia. Once in Ukraine. Once in the Middle East between Palestine and Israeli people. Once in Iraq. And now we have those people called ISIS, Daesh. They came back again and they start killing each other in the name of Islam. To the limit that they enter a mosque and kill people while they are praying and destroy the mosque and they leave. And by the end of the day, they said, we are a Muslim. In Iraq, in Afghanistan, the people are Muslim. Both of the parties are Muslim. And they kill each other. And they said, Allahu Akbar. When he go to kill his fellow Muslim. Who is winning? Can anyone tell me who is winning? No one wins, guys, because all of us are losing. A losing generation, a losing lot of people, and we don't know those generation, they're gonna be a Muslim or not. Let's pray, all of us, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to spread peace around all of us and among all of us, because we are in badly need to such peace. اللهم عافينا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت قنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك سبحانك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. Please make sure that our ranks are straight. Let's make our intent to perform the 2 rak'ah of Salat al-Jumu'ah. Alhamdulillah. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنكر ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. إذا جاء النصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده.
ربنا لك الحمد.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Give the Muslim people with yes, no, they can yes and no, accept our worship. But they said, thank you for the beautiful message. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Let's see, tomorrow is Saturday. We haven't been on the building for a couple of weeks. So inshallah, we'd like to put an effort together to finish painting of the building tomorrow morning. We're going to start inshallah at 7. Anyone that's available, please come. We have all the equipment that's needed. We just simply need manpower. We'll start at 7. We'll try to finish by 11 before it gets too hot, inshallah. Thank you very much. The rest of the announcements coming forward. Thank you.